A chance for you to get out and about and get back in before the rainfall starts all over again. Once again, Ambassador and Dulles, one of those I gotcha points where people sometimes get caught up at the intersections. You see right there with that high water, much of what our very own Drew Grunick encountered earlier today. He was out and about and found himself along Ambassador. Taking a look at those stalled vehicles and vehicles getting caught in the high flood waters. Take your time if you find yourself out and about, but authorities are telling you to stay in if you have to. But a lot of people found themselves out and about mainly because of their employer letting them off early or school closures being announced, and parents are going to pick up their children. Authorities say the most difficult part for them is when they have to tell a motorist to take their time going down a roadway. Don't get upset about it. Consider it a fair warning for yourself. So again, Ambassador and Dulles, take your time and be very careful. Reporting live out here in Lafayette, Renee Allen, KLFY News.
All right, thanks, Renee. Now, sandbags are available for residents of Scott at the city maintenance facility on Lions Club Road.
We are tracking flooding all across Acadiana. News 10's Megan Kelly joins us now live in New Iberia with more on the conditions there. Megan?
Well, water is up to my shins. I'm just off, I'm on Jefferson Terrace, just off Admiral Doyle Drive, and actually just down the road here, the water is actually about 3 to 4 feet deep. Now, cars are still driving through that, but it's a cautionary drive. There's already at least one stalled vehicle ahead. Now, believe it or not, actually, the water has gone down since this morning. Officials say it was much higher earlier in the day, but they are expecting more heavy rainfall in just a few hours. Now, like I mentioned, many cars are getting stuck out here. We spoke with a tow truck driver who says his guys have been busy all day pulling cars out of deep floodwaters. Iberia Parish Sheriff's Captain Wendell Rayborn says flooding is spread out throughout the parish. It's not in one specific location. Some drivers are still braving the roads. For example, one man had to get out of his home for a doctor's appointment.
For some reason, some of the drivers aren't courteous. They're not understanding what kind of weather we're in. And since that's the case, you not only have to drive for yourself, but you have to drive for other people, like people say.
Now, they are urging you to stay off the roads and indoors, but if you do have to be on the roads, drive slowly so your wake doesn't destroy other vehicles or homes. Reporting live in New Iberia, Megan Kelly, KLFY News 10.
Thanks a lot, Megan. Well, Jeanerette residents can pick up sandbags at the Jeanerette City Barn on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. There is a limit of 7.
And in Vermilion Parish, heavy rain, strong winds, and hail left a trail of damage on Pecan Island. News 10's Carly Lang spoke with residents and has a look at the damage there.
The siding of this home ripped off after hail and strong winds moved through Pecan Island Wednesday morning.
We got in the center of the house, then we heard windows starting to break.
It was a scary morning for residents in Vermilion Parish.
Then all of a sudden it just started hailing again, like big stuff, size of small baseballs, or it's bigger than golf balls.
Around 8:30 Wednesday morning, heavy winds and hail plummeted Pecan Island, leaving behind a sheet of ice on the roadway that you see here.
Oh, they had hail 4 to 6 inches thick on the road, and in the yard, just ice. You try to walk, it's like an ice storm.
And just a few houses down, windows shattered and siding ripped off of camps. And just across the street, more destruction. Larry and Kay Gaspard were at home in Kaplan when they got a call from a neighbor.
And he said, y'all should come down and check out your place because it hit directly on us.
The Gaspards were devastated when they arrived at their camp.
I got nervous. We took off, we came here, and we found a lot of damage. There's actually no leaves left on the trees, and it's just a matter of maybe not even a quarter of a mile stretch. It is horrible.
Hail left behind severe roof damage, broken windows, and debris, a sight Gaspard never expected to see.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. You know, this is our happy place that we get away to. So, but thank God nobody got hurt.
Reporting in Pecan Island, Carly Lang, KLFY News 10.
Well, rain pummeled most of Acadiana throughout the morning. Evangeline Parish officials were taking necessary precautions to protect their residents. News 10's Dalford Jones has more from Ville Platte.
Here at Ville Platte High School, teachers, staff, and all students have evacuated the area because of the severe weather. As you can see, campus is like a ghost town now. And as we were driving into town on Highway 167, videographer Elwood Fields noticed that the trees were smoking. Not long after, we saw sparks and then the explosion of a transformer. CLECO employees arrived on the scene within minutes. Now, we spoke with Ville Platte Mayor Jennifer Vadrine. She says sandbags are available at 809 West Hickory Street for Ville Platte residents. Now, the mayor is encouraging everyone to please stay off the roads, especially if it has nothing to do with work or family. Police will be issuing citations for those who do not obey the barricades. Barricades are in place to keep you guys out of areas where they see are hazards. Be sure to keep a close eye on our KLFY app, also our KLFY weather app, where our meteorologists provide you all with live updates. Reporting in Ville Platte, Dalford Jones for KLFY News 10.
Thanks, Dalford. Now, in Evangeline Parish, residents can pick up sandbags at the Mamou and Ville Platte City Barns. They can also go to the Evangeline Parish Police Jury Yard in Ville Platte. You'll need to bring a shovel for bagging.
Continuing our team coverage now of storms pounding Acadiana, News 10's Emily John Greco was in Acadia Parish where several streets were flooding.
Floodwater flowing into the bayou, causing the bayou to overflow. After the storm system that came through Wednesday, this roadway had to be shut down due to flooding.
Lightning, thunder, and the sight of flooded roads that Acadiana residents are all too familiar with.
I hope it stops. I mean, we've been through enough. We can't afford another flood.
As the rain poured down, the Bayou de Canes along Forneret Road began to flood. It was one of many roadways underwater. Monica Miller remembers just last year when her sister-in-law's home was flooded and is afraid of that happening again.
They're now in the process of just about being finished rebuilding and refurbishing the inside of the house. And now today's rain, I'm afraid that if with the water rising the way it's been here and with more rain expected later this afternoon, I'm kind of worried that their house may flood again.
With all of the weather in the area and more headed our way, the Acadia Parish Sheriff's Office is urging residents to stay off the roadways. Reporting in Acadia Parish, Emily John Greco for KLFY News 10.
Thanks, Emily. Now to St. Landry Parish, where residents can go to the Yambali building on West Landry Street in Opelousas to pick up sandbags. It's a self-bagging location. You will need to bring your own shovel. Eunice residents can go to the Northwest Pavilion, and the town of Orneville is also giving out sandbags.
Well, viewers from around Acadiana have been sending us pictures and videos throughout the day of flooding, hail, and severe weather damage. Unfortunately, more bad weather on the way. Let's get the latest with Live Doppler 10 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Heath Morton. Heath?
Yeah, Rob, we have a break right now from the really heavy rain, which is good news, but I'm still tracking in the thunderstorms off to the north. At least a break across the area as it saw about 4 to 7 inches of rain earlier. Evangeline Parish, though, Allen Parish, some really heavy rain. Nothing severe here, but we do see some severe thunderstorms with a cold front up there across eastern parts of Texas. So all of this will move through tonight, so we could see several more inches of rain as the cold front moves through. The good news is it looks as though it's going to move through fairly quickly, so as we take a look at what's going on, as we put everything into motion, you can see here on Future Track, we see those showers and thunderstorms rolling down to the south, and that's at 7 o'clock this evening as it has those across Ville Platte. Then by 9:30, look at that, most of those storms near the coast, so they're going to move through fast with a cold front. The good news is we've seen the atmosphere stabilize because of the thunderstorms today, so that may weaken those just a little bit. As a matter of fact, the Storms Prediction Center has just issued a severe thunderstorm watch for Acadia Parish, Vermilion Parish, and Points West. That does not cover Lafayette Parish or Iberia Parish. They may extend that further east later this evening, but that's a severe thunderstorm watch, not a tornado watch. The tornado watch expired at 5 o'clock. Here's what it looks like. The red boxes, those are flash flood warnings. The heaviest rains fell across that area today, with some areas seeing 4 to 7 inches of rain. Flash flood watch continues until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for all of Acadiana. Still an enhanced risk of severe weather across East Texas, a slight risk over all of Acadiana, so that has come down some. That's some good news, as we could still see some damaging winds and isolated tornadoes as that squall line line comes through later tonight. Details on all of that in a few minutes with a full check of the forecast. Darla.
Thanks, Heath. Now we have only one school district closure for tomorrow to tell you about. All public schools in Jeff Davis Parish will be closed tomorrow. That's May 4th. Again, only schools in Jeff Davis Parish will be closed tomorrow. And to stay up to date on school closures and weather conditions, road closures, you can head to our website or download our news and weather app. Next on News 10 at 5, federal officials close the investigation into the death of Alton Sterling. We have details ahead.
A lot of strong thunderstorms this morning, some severe and some flooding. Now we're tracking the next batch back to the west. I'll have details in a few minutes.
The live Doppler 10 Storm Tracker Weather Center. Here's Chief Meteorologist Heath Morton.
Well, what a stormy day across Acadiana. Those showers and thunderstorms that kept moving over the same areas this morning, producing about 4 to 7 inches of rain across some areas of Acadiana. The good news is a break now over the areas that saw so much this morning, but we have another round that's going to come in tonight as the cold front comes in. Here's what it looks like as we take a look at live Doppler 10 Storm Tracker radar as we see those thunderstorms rolling across Allen Parish. We see some across, it looks like Evangeline Parish. And as I put this into motion, you can see everything moving off to the east-northeast. Other showers down in the south over Vermilion Parish. Then we have the cold front back to the west of us that we're going to be watching as we go through the overnight hours, as that will come in and give us another round of showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be severe, as we're going to see those coming in primarily between about 7:30 tonight and 10 o'clock. But it looks as though a lot of those are going to be out of here as we head through about midnight. So as we zoom in down to the south, Morgan City, the rain is gone there. Some stronger thunderstorms there earlier, but it looks as though that is gone. Some areas down there saw about 4 or 5 inches of rain as well. So here's the satellite and the radar as we see those thunderstorms that rolled through. That one thunderstorm over St. Mary Parish had a tornado warning with it. We had a severe thunderstorm warning that moved over Acadia Parish, St. Martin Parish, Lafayette Parish. That moved on out. Now we're tracking these storms back to the north, and then also we see those up there across, it looks like Texas. That's the actual cold front as we see it moving just to the west of Lufkin. Line of storms there. Some of those are severe. This is not severe here as we look across Evangeline Parish and Allen Parish.